And take the helm. We got a haul, fellas.
What's up, everybody?
Ladies and gents.
Happy Sunday. Merry October. John and Zach in the building.
That's right.
Welcome to Play and Trade.
What's up, everybody? It's John from Play and Trade Guitars here. If you watch our channel, you know we love to do a good Craigslist haul where you see our new inventory. Big brands, Gibson, Fender. Today we've got everything from the big boys to some lawsuit knockoffs and some really amazing stuff. At the top, we're going to do this live today. It's going to be really fun. Do us a favor as you watch, drop a comment and let us know what your favorite guitar is. If you can nail Zach's favorite guitar by the end, you'll win yourself a set of strings any size you want from D'Addario. We've got a few guitars from White Shag Guitars. White Shag Guitars is a sponsor of Play and Trade, so we'll show you a couple of those, which are always awesome from Jake from White Shag Guitars. And the rest, we've just been wheeling and dealing. We've been buying anywhere from Facebook Marketplace to Craigslist to Reverb, you name it. We're out there during the week, hustling, buying guitars, selling guitars. And I got a hatchbag full of inventory tonight to show you guys. So at the top, make sure you're subscribed, and let us know what your favorite is as we start to pull these out and show you what we bought in. Ready, Zach?
Yes, sir. Let's do it, John.
All right, let's do this thing. I'm going to start with the wee smallest of the lot. This is something really special. Harkens back to a vintage guitar many of you might recognize. 22.5-inch short scale, very short scale. I'm going to give you a look at a reissue Fender Duosonic.
Whoa.
Beautiful Arctic white. So it's a little guy. It's actually 22.7-inch scale length. Really nice aged Arctic white. This is an important guitar because it was the first run of Duosonic reissues that Fender did. It's made in Mexico. This is a 1995. And they only produced the Duosonic reissue in Mexico from 93 to about 97 or so before they discontinued it. They later did those with Squier, and now they've really made a comeback, I think, also in the Squier line. But this was the first reissue, and this one is really incredibly well done. It's a beauty. It's aged really nicely. It's got everything you'd want to see in a good reissue Duosonic. This one I've really enjoyed having around. So as I introduce these, I'll line them up and we'll keep on rolling. That's what we do. Let me show you its matching big brother. This is actually something really exciting since we're looking at Arctic white. Here's a vintage aged white. And I'll remind you here at the top that if you subscribe to Play and Trade Guitars, one of you have the opportunity to win this amazing Wayne's World Strat. If you guys have seen Wayne's World, this is Excalibur. We took it to the real deal in Aurora. We held it up. It is a dead ringer. This is Excalibur. This is the guitar from Wayne's World. This sounds and plays fantastic, and check it out. It's like the big brother to this beautiful little Duosonic, but the two of them look so cool next to each other. So here's what you got to do to win this guitar. If you want to win this 91 Fender Standard Strat, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share on social media with the hashtag #ItWillBeMine. And if you want to earn some extra bonus kudos, drop your favorite line from Wayne's World, because we love that movie. We are right here near Aurora, Illinois.
Born and raised on Wayne's World.
Born and raised on Wayne's World. And yeah, I had to put these two side by side. Big brother, little brother. These things are really some lookers. All right, let's take a look at a Gibson. Let's take a look at something from Gibson. This is also something really special. Gibson USA. If you see this case, it can only mean one thing. It's not the first we featured on this channel, but I can tell you, of all the surprises over the course of this year, Play and Trade Guitars found in 2020, one of my favorite models from Gibson is what you'll find in this case. And I'm sure you know what this is, but this is a particularly special Flying V, and I'm about to crack this case and show you. This is a brand new buy-in. It has features only available for 1 year. This one is one of my personal favorites that I've seen in a while. I'm going to take it up out of here. It's a Gibson Flying V, and very special. It's got an ebony fretboard. This is actually a guitar Trogly featured on his early years of his channel, but we found one locally. And what makes this one so special is that it has an ebony fretboard, and it has these crescent moon inlays that they only did in 2002. So this is a 2002 Gibson. It's like a faded cherry, but it's a really beautiful cherry. Some of the faded cherry gets a little dull looking to me, but this one in particular I think is really beautiful. It's got a pair of humbuckers. It's got 2 volumes, 1 tone, selector switch, a nicely aged pickguard, which looks really sharp. Matches really nicely the Gibson truss rod cover up top. And yeah, Zach, get a close look at this ebony. Beautiful ebony. We're gonna get this on the bench and clean this up, but this is a really beautiful ebony fretboard with crescent moon inlays, which is very rare and has made these collectible because they only did that in 2002. One of my first Gibsons, I started playing, and one of the first Gibsons I got was the Gothic SG that had crescent moon inlays. And my suspicion, because that was also 2002, is that since they were set up from a machining standpoint to put crescents on their Gothic line, they threw these crescent moons on a few of the other models in 2002. And this one, Zach, you haven't even seen this one yet. This is like fresh from the picking. This is like
sick.
This is fresh out of the field.
So this isn't Jake's guitar, this is our guitar?
This is our guitar, yeah.
Wow.
Surprise, Zach hasn't even seen this yet.
I thought this was a white shag. All right, this
No,
is
man,
the Plane Trade.
No, we're here at Plane Trade headquarters, and we've been busy all weekend buying and selling, and this is like one of the latest that I bought in.
Dude, awesome.
This is a sick guitar, man.
You know what this is? It's a Gibson rock machine.
Yes, it is.
Hey, just shouting out to the comments real quick. You know who actually, someone asked how the Firebird's doing.
Oh, the Firebird. We missed the Firebird, but it's in good hands. The winner lives in Indiana. Of all the places in the world,
Right next to it.
It went one state over, and we stay in touch.
Just that guy.
We stay in touch with the winner, and he's a really nice dude, and he's taking great care of the Firebird. We're going to be doing at some point a recap of that beautiful Firebird, because man, that thing is one of our favorites. I'll tell you, the V's do not disappoint, and this ebony and the crescent moon inlays, this makes it really special and rare, and very collectible in my opinion. So something really cool from Gibson USA. Alright, my number one goal is to not knock down this row of guitars as we pull this inventory out. So I'm going to do my best here. Remember, we have a giveaway. Remember to drop a comment and let us know what your favorites. Some of these are new to Zach tonight. He hasn't even seen them. So I'm going to ask Zach at the end of this broadcast what his favorite is. And if it matches your comment that it was your favorite, you're going to win a set of strings. So just have a good time and follow along as we do this. This is a trade story I got for you that I think is really cool. Nothing special about the Roadrunner case here. But I had a Squier. I had a classic vibe 50s Telecaster with a Bigsby on it. I actually was able to trade up to a Fender Modern Player Tele Plus. I traded up from the Squier to this Modern Player. And this is something I'd like to learn more about because Fender kind of has this identity thing going on where their price point with the Squiers has come up. The quality has come up though too. There's some amazing Squiers being built right now. But this is kind of an odd line, this Fender Modern Player. Just because with many of the Squiers and the Modern Players, they're made in China, but this one is not Squier branded. This is Fender branded and boasts some really cool features that you won't find on the Squier. But it's kind of like, I guess, the cousin to the Squier, but has more features. Made in China, and by more features I'll show you. It's got a 5-way selector switch because it's got an extra middle pickup that you don't usually see on a Tele. It's got a humbucker in bridge position, which is splittable with this coil tap. And so the amount of sounds that you can get out of this guitar is actually really fantastic. It's incredibly well built. They've really narrowed the playing field in terms of worrying about where a guitar has been built. I think Fender has basically split up their strategy between the much higher priced American built guitars and then the import guitars, which are all have stepped up in quality and are really, really quality instruments. This one in particular with the extra middle single, the 5-way Tele selector switch and the coil tap for the bridge humbucker makes this one really special and something cool. So this was a trade up from a Squier. And I don't know, you put a Bigsby on something and it becomes that much more desirable. So we were able to trade up from a Squier Classic Vibe to this, which made me real happy. So let me line this bad boy up. there's lots more where that came from. I got two that I'll save for the end. I'm going to stop though and show you a couple guitars from Jake. Jake is a partner of ours on Plain Trade Guitars. You can check out whiteshagguitars.com. Jake, actually shout out to you, Jake. You're probably not watching because you're off in Florida right now getting married, so congratulations to you.
Hey, congratulations, Jake.
But a huge shout out to White Shag Guitars, a sponsor of Plain Trade Guitars, and Jake is an amazing guy with amazing guitars. He has some of the best stuff around in our area, period. So check out White Shag Guitars. He's always got a line on the brand new stuff, and this is something, frankly, I hadn't even heard of it until he told me about it. But this is something pretty unique. This is a new artist series. Of all people, is Shawn Mendes, and this is a Music Master.
What?
This is a brand new artist series from Fender. They tagged these brand new at I believe about $749 new. Where do they make these? MIM, so made in Mexico. But really, really cool. I would call it paisley, but it's not. It's like a scientific catalog of like flowers here. It reminds me of something up at the cabin we go to up in the North Woods. But it's got this high gloss fretboard. It's a Music Master, but it's got two pickups. It's got a humbucker in the neck position and the single in the bridge. It's got the three-way selector, tone and volume, and it's got this really cool finish. And you know, Jake gets, like I said, he gets a line on this brand new stuff, and he's always selling some really unique guitars. You got the Shawn signature on the back. Speaking of MIM Artist Series, I got to feature another one of Jake's guitars. It was the Brad Paisley Telecaster. It weighed in at 5.5 pounds. It was so ridiculously light and had amazing, amazing pickups and sounds. So I've been really actually impressed with the Artist Series coming out of the MIM line from Fender. And this, you know, regardless of if you're familiar with his music or not, really sharp looker here, a very cool Music Master. It's got kind of this almost like sun-faded flower on the pickguard, and then this really nice, I want to call it Paisley-esque artwork on the front. But a very, very cool Music Master. We'll put that next to its Duosonic cousin. You can see that the Music Master is probably a little bit bigger.
Dude, the whole family's here.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of Fender going on today.
Dude, be careful with Jake's guitar.
Yeah,
let's put it on a stand.
That's why I'm leaning it. That's why I'm leaning it.
I'm looking out for you, Jake.
All right, one more from Jake, and then I'll show you two of my favorites that I bought in over the weekend. We got an Epiphone for you. And yeah, you don't see this too often, but this thing is pretty killer. Les Paul 1960 Tribute Plus. So I don't know, everyone's trying to outdo themselves right now with the colors and pickup configurations, but this is really just, you know, kind of a classic looking Les Paul, Epi Les Paul, but with a very non-traditional finish, which looks pretty awesome. I could see these becoming pretty collectible. Beautiful back and binding, and then just that top. I mean, you don't see that too often. Nice trapezoid inlays. Classic Epiphone Les Paul headstock. And just something really cool. So if you're interested in either of these, make sure you check out White Shag Guitars. The rest of these are all Play and Trade inventory. So as you know, if you watch this channel, Play and Trade Guitars, we buy, play, and sell. We play it and trade it. We buy in guitars, we clean them up, we put them on the bench, we demo them, and then we sell them off to you. So if you have an interest in any of these, let us know. And make sure you're subscribed to our channel. You can see all the inventory that comes in. This is really a treat to do it live, so thanks for being on this stream. Two more guitars to show you guys, and we'll wrap up for tonight. Thanks for being on this live stream. We're going to lawsuit territory. This story is really building in terms of the lore of the story and the collectability of these guitars. The strategy by a lot of the Japanese builders in the 70s was to make Fender and Gibson copies, and they got the pantsuit off of them by Fender Gibson, and then eventually, basically, Fender just, you know, bought a Japanese manufacturer and made that MIJ Fender because they were that good, and so on and so forth. I'm sure many of you know the story better than I do, but end of the story, guitars are awesome, and they're like really nice copies of traditional models that you see. And it wasn't just Fender, it was notoriously Gibson. It was copies of Les Pauls. And I have two 1970s lawsuit era Les Pauls from Ibanez. So these are Ibanez knockoffs of Les Paul with bolt-on necks, and I have the original cases, and these are fresh buys, just over the weekend. And I'm gonna flip these cases, and this is the last of our batch for tonight. Make sure you drop your favorite, and we can see if we can send you guys some strings. Thanks for watching. Here is a lawsuit era Ibanez custom, I want to say Les Paul, but I'm not supposed to. And they know they're not supposed to too, but that's basically what it is. It's an LP. Really cool 70s style Ibanez inlaid logo at the top. This is kind of their more decorated model, the custom. It's got this kind of rose or vine bridge that's machined out that's pretty cool. It's got a sort of like a butterfly inlay on the gold hardware of the pickup humbucker covers. And yeah, characteristic of the lawsuit era Les Pauls in this price range. Bolt-on neck, not a set neck. Made in Japan, MIJ. But all original example of a lawsuit era custom Ibanez Les Paul knockoff in its original case. And this thing I've really enjoyed. It's really well done and it sounds really good. So that's one of two. This one is actually probably my personal favorite just because of the features. I had not seen something like this before, but the finish on this standard, again, this is an Ibanez lawsuit era. This is a 1977 Ibanez standard LP knockoff. It's got two humbuckers, but what makes this one of my favorites, it's got these coil tap switches. So you've got a traditional humbucking Les Paul, but you can tap these pickups and make them single. And then even like in the middle position, then you can have combinations of single coil and humbucker, and you can kind of go crazy with it. I really like that kind of like tobacco honey burst. It's got a beautifully aged binding, and it's got that, again, that characteristic bolt-on neck. But this was a special find as well. The only thing that's not original about this guitar is the Grover tuners. It's kind of nice to have the Grovers on there. I don't mind that too much. Otherwise, it's the original case, which is hard to find, and the original guitar with these coil taps, which I think is really, really a special touch, and a beautifully playing and beautiful looking guitar with some awesome features. So yeah, that's our Craigslist haul live. We featured some Fender, some Gibson, some lawsuit era Ibanez. I've got pretty much like the whole Fender family going on here, quite a bit of it. This V is one of my two probably favorites. I tell you, it'd probably be the V with the crescent moon and ebony, and this Ibanez lawsuit era with the coil taps. And drop your comment as we wrap up. Let us know what your favorite guitar is on the haul, because I'm about to ask Zach, as I latch up these cases, his favorite, and if his favorite matches yours, and you're the first one who commented it, we're going to go ahead and send you guys a pack of strings. We'll get in touch, you get in touch with us, and we'll make that happen. But for Play and Trade Guitars, I'm John. This is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it. We buy, play, and sell electric guitars, vintage, used, and new. And a special shout out once again to Jake. Congratulations on getting married. And thanks for letting us feature some guitars from White Shag Guitars, whiteshagguitars.com. And Zach, as we wrap up, I'll ask you, what's your favorite?
Oh man, dude, I don't know. Maybe we should take some time to respond to some comments real quick before we sign off.
Yeah, and we can sit and chill for a bit too.
We got about 10 people. We got this laptop right here.
That's cool.
I might need to take a look. I'm kind of surprised by a lot of these.
Yeah? Favorites?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty trippy.
Yeah, Ace Frehley vibe. That's the same thing I thought, Robert. Yeah, the V is sick though. I'm really a fan of that V. Yeah, guys, this is really fun. Let us know in the comments too. What do you think of this live format? Because I'll just kind of being open with you guys. The one thing about doing Craigslist haul and editing the Craigslist haul is oftentimes by the time that we're able to edit the Craigslist haul, we've already sold off the guitars. So one thing I really like about you guys signing on and doing this with us is now you're like in the loop with us. So if you see a guitar here that you're interested in, now it's like it's coming right out of my hatchback. And it's going right into your hands if you want it. So actually, like, that's the most exciting part. And this is just so fun for us to just bring in this inventory, unbox, and see all these, you know, special guitars come through. And you know, I always say it's not really the price of a guitar, it's just how it feels in your hands. I've been surprised by so many. Yeah, Zach, let us know when you're ready with a favorite, because it's hard to pick. I'm going to put you on the spot, though, at some point. Let me check these comments.
It's a tough call.
Shout out to Sophia.
What's up, Sophia? There's a lot of different things going on here. I've never seen a finish quite like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Sean. That's what's his? I'm gonna like say it wrong. Shawn Mendes, right?
Shawn Mendes. That sounds about right.
All right, let me get these Lost eras up here.
And the Ibanez are like really impressive too. They look really well done.
The cases are sick. So if they're so 70s, like look at this perfectly 70s guitar case. I love that, like orange, yellow vibe going on.
And then there's this rainbow finish, right? I mean, this is just like, I've never really seen this before.
Yeah.
Now, I'm left-handed, so I haven't seen a lot of guitars. I don't really pay
If
attention.
you're lefty, drop a comment and show Zach some love, because
Some
that's
lefty love. Southpaws.
You know how that is. Yeah.
Well, it's an impressive array right now. I'm going to have to say... All right, everybody, final guesses, final entries right now. I don't know. It's so hard to tell based off looks. I think I'm going to have to agree with you, John. The vintage Ibanez with the coil taps. That's so cool.
I call it the Ace Frehley knockoff. It's the standard. All right, Zach says his favorite was the Ibanez in this kind of tobacco burst with a classic style uncovered pickups and the coil tap. I mean, I think that thing is really unique and really, really special. So Zach's favorite, he says the Lawsuit era Ibanez standard. So we'll track down and see who commented that is your favorite. We'll get in touch and make sure that you get a set of strings. And this is something we're going to do on a regular basis, so I hope you guys enjoy live Craigslist haul. We are the Guitar Pickers. We are John and Zach with Plain Trade Guitars. Keep following us. Tell your friends too. Somebody asked about the strap. The strap, check out our Wayne's World promo, and I promise you there's more Wayne's World fun to come. This is a 91 standard Strat. It matches pretty much exactly the Strat they used in the movie. Zach and I are right near Aurora, so we actually took it down to the Hollywood Casino where the real one is housed and held it up to it. You'll see that soon in the coming week or so. And yeah, like I told you, this thing is a dead ringer for the Wayne's World guitar. This is Excalibur. A little bit of trivia for those on you on the call. They say on the movie, Cassandra says it's a 64 Stratocaster with 3 single coil pickups and a whammy bar. And we'll reveal to you in our upcoming video what the real guitar was used in the video. It's not a 64 vintage, it's more of a movie prop, but it's cool in its own right, and this one's probably even cooler. So you can win this. How do you win this? Share on social media with the hashtag #ItWillBeMine, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment. Share on social media with the hashtag #ItWillBeMine, and subscribe to this channel. If we can hit the right numbers, and we may extend it, hint hint, we may extend it. When we hit the right numbers, we're going to pick one of you, our loyal and wonderful subscribers, all those part of Plain Trade Guitars, to win the standard, beautiful, beautiful white Strat, which I'm really a fan of. So there's going to be lots more to come on the Strat, but that's how you win it. Checking the comments here. But yeah, I think I'm ready to sign off. Zach says his favorite is the standard Ibanez Lawsuit Les Paul with the coil tap. We'll track down and see which of you commented that as your favorite, and we'll get in touch with you and tell you how to win our set of strings. Other than that, Zach, why don't we just take a few seconds here, I'll shut up, and you show them what we have in front of us, because this is quite the spread here. And I'll promise not to trip over anything, that's my goal. What a collection.
We got a lot of people in the chat right now.
That's great.
I'll jump in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, these things are awesome.
Yeah, maybe do some close-ups. I'll get over here.
So we'll start off with the Sonic Duo. We found this one on Facebook Marketplace the other night.
Yeah, Dustin, that Strat is really nice. I hope you win it.
Whoa.
Whoa, we're spinning. Thanks, Andy. Glad you liked the live format. Robert, man, good to see you again. Good to hear from you. Lots more coming from Robert. But yeah, this is what we do. We buy, play, and sell guitars. Yeah, Robert, we gotta get you a shirt. Yeah, Jeff, good to see you. If you're still on there, Jeff Holiday. Thanks for being on the live stream, live haul. It's getting cold, so we're starting to move into the garage. Can't be outside much longer. So I think we're gonna hold up for the winter, do some more live streams, show you our inventory from the comfort of our garage couch, and have a lot of fun with it. Peter, thanks for being the first one in there. All right, everybody, thanks for being a part of this call for Play and Trade Guitars. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, drop a comment, and we'll see you all real soon with On the Bench, Off the Bench demos, and plenty more reactions and otherwise for all these great guitars that are coming through. I'm John, Play and Trade Guitars, where we play and trade it. That's Zach behind the camera. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great Sunday evening. Good night, and see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.